Hello, Commission. I'm so pleased to have a chance to address you again. My name's Gary Headrick from San Clemente Green. We have an organization of concerned citizens that's about 5,000 people. And we submitted our comments to you along with a link to a petition which already has 5,258 signatures on it. And basically the signatures are saying that we must demand that the Coastal Commission deny Edison a permit to destroy our only means of protection from a damaged or leaking nuclear waste canister at San Onofre and for transportation in the future. And I think it's important that these are things within your jurisdiction, that we have to be able to transport these things. A lot of great points have been made in advance of my chance to speak, and I will just kind of highlight some of those as I go along, but I think it's important to have a little history here too on what it's like from a citizen and a group living within the danger zone of anything going wrong there. We try not to be anything but honest in our evaluation and research, and we just want to know that we're safe. And there's been incidents that have been mentioned already that have undermined our faith in the whole process with so much at risk that we feel like we have to keep coming back and reiterating this. But my involvement began in 2007, creating a group that just wanted to create a sustainability action plan for our town. And then in 2010, we were approached by whistleblowers that were warning us about steam generators, which eventually failed, and they were right, but it took 2 years to realize that they should have been listened to. And now we have a situation where, Edison has had several near misses in the past that have undermined our faith in their credibility, but the last speaker was just about to mention something that I'm torn to even bring up, because some of these people we've worked with over the years, we try to have some faith in them, but it was mentioned that Tom Palmisano was afraid to disclose the fact that they had a near miss, and he had a perfect opportunity, and I don't know what his motivation was, or someone telling him to hide this information from us, but it made it so that from this point forward, it's even harder to trust anything they say, even though we want to, and they tell us things that we like to hear. Like today, I've heard some encouraging news. But, it's very unfortunate that something of such magnitude, where a canister almost dropped 18 feet, and it's been shown would have been damaged, we have no way of protecting ourselves from an incident like that, if anything like that happens again. And I'll remind you that these canisters hold as much cesium-137 as was released in the Chernobyl accident. Just one canister, that one that almost dropped. So we're dealing with very huge stakes here, and our concern is that we're going to miss this opportunity to prevent an accident. I wanted to mention that recent evidence that's been presented to the public, and I hope you're aware of it too, and I've sent messages. The Nuclear Waste Technical Review Board just sent out their report from September, and in it they're proposing that we replace all the canisters with either a new design canister or a new design cask. And those things require reloading. So in order to reload, obviously it's been said a few times today, we need the spent fuel pools. And I want to remind you that back when they were doing the steam generators, that was supposed to renew the license for another 40 years. They thought they could use those spent fuel pools for another 40 years safely. And now they're telling us there's an urgent need to get the pools out of there, when really it's nothing but helping them get closer to having their foot out the door and leaving us with this mess. So I think it's really important that we listen to the Nuclear Waste Technical Review Board. I wish you could interview Gene Barr, who led the report. And also I think we should listen to the Coastal Commission Senior Inspector, Lee Brookhart, who explained how we kind of worked around this whole gouging incident in order to give to give Edison the green light to continue to damage these cancers. So please heed our request and either deny or delay this decision. We don't need it now.
Thank you very much. Okay, so that's